state of it. Look at the state of that. That is incredible. Oh, look at the ceiling. I mean, is that safe even? The ceiling might collapse at any second. I mean, is this an end of the world like movie set? This can't be real. This can't be real. How can this be in New York? In New York. I thought this is where dreams are made of. This don't look like where dreams come true. This looks like where nightmares come true.
那些外国人眼里的中国
And in the West and in Europe, the only way to experience this kind of futuristic science fiction is to watch a movie. But in China, you can just walk around. It's not science fiction anymore. China has made it science fact. Meanwhile, in America, it looks like this.
Every time someone asks me, I say, look, just go. It's an amazing country. You come with your open-minded, you're gonna for sure have a great time in China. I will give you an example. My brothers, in 2013, my two sisters and one brother, they came like to spend holidays here for 4 weeks. They were amazed. I mean, I always say good things about it, but it's only once you're here, you see how this country is. Because people, of course, they always hesitate. Should I go? Because the media, sometimes they say things that they're not like accurate. I said, well, the only way to know is just go and try. But I always advise people to come. If they
on the Lao China Railway, it's very good, very fast. Yeah, I took it from Van Vieng to here and Luo Prabang to Vientiane, so I did it on 2 occasions and it was very good. If it's a Chinese train, I really very much enjoy. I used to live in Shanghai for 2 years. The trains there are absolutely amazing. Very, very fast, very efficient, always on time. And the Lao China Railway is exactly the same. Very comfortable, very fast, very cheap. I wish in the UK we could make trains as efficient as the Chinese would do. We're trying to make a high-speed railway link in the UK and it's an absolute disaster, whereas the Chinese seem to do it like that. So you're very, very efficient, I would say, definitely.
I think life in general is a lot more convenient in China compared to the UK. And a good example of that would be the payment system. Because now in China, obviously everything is paid by WeChat or Alipay. And usually people still pay with cash in the UK. And every time I go back home, I realize how inconvenient it is to actually carry a big wallet of coins and notes with you everywhere and having to count your change when you pay for things. So when I'm living in China, it only takes a few seconds to pay for something on WeChat or Alipay in the supermarket or in a shop. So that makes life a lot easier, and you don't have to worry about losing money or taking money with you every time you go out.
From the United States, Washington, D.C. Yeah, one area is safe, so luckily that's where I live at. Where most of my friends lived at was dangerous. Here in China, I see most of the cities is it's safe compared to where I'm from.
I can walk down the street 3 in the morning drunk, and I'm not afraid of anything. I haven't been afraid in China once. I've never been afraid living here about like my safety. Never, man.
Another view of the 3 towers. This is amazing. Meanwhile, in America, to Shenzhen Metro, but more importantly, welcome to the future. It is amazing. It's like something out of a science fiction movie. I don't know what you're thinking. look at the size of this place. This is just one metro station. This is not an airport. Let me just clarify. This is not an airport. This is one single station. Many cities throughout China have a highly developed metro system. It is just simply uncomparable to what we have in the West, in the UK, in the US, in Europe. You can't compare. Not only can you not compare this to Western metro systems, but this beats Western airports.
Because I was tired of living in fear. Petty crime, serious crime, indiscriminate crime was a problem in my country. And I heard other YouTubers talk about, China is the safest place in the world. I was telling you about it. The sense of safety comes from that freedom of fear. Everybody talks about the different examples. You can walk around and
way more modern than I imagined. I've been to America and I've been to Los Angeles, I've been to San Francisco, even Vegas and stuff. But come on, like, they have nothing on China. They have nothing on China. Not every region, obviously, but the mega cities and stuff like Guangzhou, Chengdu, Shanghai, Beijing and stuff. Come on, guys. There's no way. Like, I'm totally leading the industry. So, you know, like the old style, in my mind, it was like, okay, I'm gonna come here. It's many people in modern clothes and maybe I see cars or something. Hey guys, like, we lost the battle, you know. I'm 100% sure that if everybody could see the way what we can see if we live here, they wouldn't doubt that China is the leading country in the world. For me, the biggest shock was like, it's like I really pretended like it's gonna be a third world country or something. The pagodas, the style, how I'm gonna fit in.
I've been living in China for more than 6 years, and now I can tell you that China is one of the safest countries that I've been to, and I've been to many of them.
Vietnam, Thailand, Turkey, Philippines, Morocco, Tunis, Ukraine.
So it feels safe for me to be outside in the middle of the night, even if I'm on my own. And I think it's very, very important, especially for girls and especially for...
China, it's probably the safest country in the world. Why would you want to move away from China? China, people have the same freedoms as any other country in the world. In the United Kingdom, I think it's traditional and many people will stay there for that reason only. It's for heritage because it's a heritage country, not any other reason. I think for China, as you can see around you, yeah, it's very well developed. Chinese people should stay in China because it's a great place. It's a great place to live. If I had lots of money in the UK, then I would definitely not live in the UK. I would go to...
that the great civilization of China made and which were not destroyed. Now those objects of Chinese civilization, most of them are no longer in China. They were seized by my country and other countries. They're in country houses and museums and galleries all around the world. Now you could bring all those together, and so you could have a really exciting project, which we are starting to do, to document what has been lost to China and what should be available to Chinese people. So you can imagine that museums all over the world will share their objects and make them available to other people.
So this is just kind of a walkway to get to the station. Look at this screen. It's crazy. So clear as well. Meanwhile, in America,
中国太不安全，晚上千万不要把钱包带出来，因为好吃的东西太多了。中国有个很大的问题，不管你去哪里，都有很多好吃的东西。然后你一到外面，你一直会问你自己同样的问题，就是是不是这个，或者这个，或者这个。或者这个，你给我说，晚上在这种地方走路怎么不花钱？这种日常生活我怎么不花钱呢？
冒昧其实非常危险，虽然都是夜宵，也不需要生孩子就可以变成大妈。这个，
几个
？2个可以吧？这个可以做不辣的吗？
可以。
这么多好吃的。这就是中国我最喜欢也是最讨厌的一个方面，因为你不管在中国哪里，到处都有好吃的，都会让你发胖。 不管在哪里，在什么时间都有很多好吃的。
In America, we always shower in the morning, which spend the whole day sweaty and gross and doing everything. Just go to bed. We don't shower. But in China, everybody showers in the evening before you go to bed. That seems like a much better idea.
2 years in China have been a real learning experience because before coming here, I didn't really know that much about the country outside of the stereotypical ways we're so often exposed to new cultures like fast food, cinema, TV shows, this kind of thing. Other than it was, it's a big place with lots of people and a long history. But I think one of the things I had heard is this description of China as the workshop of the world, as industrial upgrades are actually leading to a decline in low-end manufacturing and a focus more on that.
Not safe at all. At night time they have the barbecue with the meat and you can sit down and chill with your friends and have a beer. I went there and got a bit fat, but the food is so good, it's very dangerous for your weight.
I think it's safe. I think it's super cool how you can pay through basically your social media or WeChat, and so you don't have to carry around your bank card and your cash and stuff, which obviously just makes you feel more safe. Also means the thief's lost his job, right? Because he can't take his money off you.
Or were you in other foreign exotic lands?
Well, Beijing, which was so fun.
Was it really?
Oh my gosh, it was. I love China. I've spent a week at the Singapore Film Festival a year ago, and then I went back to Beijing, and I love the fans there. But they have a nickname for me.
What is your nickname?
Lady Model Worker.
Lady Model Worker?
Yes! And not like a model as in but a model as in a great example of a worker.
Oh, really? Why did they call you this?
I was like, finally someone gets me. I was in China yes. Because I do 7 films a year.
because you're doing so many movies?
Yes.
Is the streets of China is indeed a 5th-tier city, and it has a vibrant nightlife like this. It's just a woman. What other country can you tell me in the world where you can walk down, I'm holding a camera in my hand, and it's completely safe? I mean, I'm from England. If I walk out on the streets of England at 10:30 at night, most likely I'll get mugged, stabbed. I don't think I know any other countries where you can walk out your door and there's 1,000 street vendors